Welcome to the breathtaking Litchfield National Park. We were amazed by spectacular waterfalls, abundant wildlife, and perfect sunsets. Litchfield is truly an amazing place. We'll also add a few other gems in at the end, like Crabclaw Island and the famous Humpty Doo Hotel, all within a short drive from Litchfield. If you're camping at the Florence Falls campgrounds, there's two ways to get down to the falls. The first is a short but steep staircase with about 160 steps, and that goes down from the two-wheel drive campground, or there's a 1 kilometre walking track from the four-wheel drive camping area. We were camped up at top at the two-wheel drive site, so we used the staircase. It was a lot of stairs, but there's a few spots, little landings where you can pull over and catch your breath or just stop and check the scenery out. No matter how hard it is to get down there, it's worth it. You arrive, you get in, enjoy the cool, clean water. You can sit under the waterfall and massage your scalp, or just float around and relax. The fish life was surprising. Heaps of large sooty grunter. They swim right up to you without a care in the world. It does get busy down there though, so if you camped at the campground, you can just time your visits either before or after the tour buses start turning up. And even when it is, a bus might turn up, it's sort of busy around the stairs and the entrance to the waterfall. But if you sort of just swim out a little bit and you'll find your own sort of space and just sort of grab onto the rock wall, or if you search around under the water surface, you'll find a rock ledge or two along the walls that you can just sit on and enjoy the scenery. Florence Falls has two campgrounds, commonly known as the two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive campgrounds, although both these days both have pretty good access and bitumen sealed access. The main difference is the two-wheel drive campground's up on the ridge, while the four-wheel drive one is sort of down in the valley. We chose the two-wheel drive campground because it was sort of had the easiest access to both Florence Falls and the Buley Waterholes, but the four-wheel drive one has the walk through to the Florence Falls as well. Both have toilet, showers, fire pits, and can be booked through national parks. The next waterfall we visited was Tolmer Falls. There's no swimming allowed at Tolmer Falls, unfortunately, but it's only a short walk to the viewing point. Very easy, accessible track, which makes it quite worthwhile to spend the time to do a short walk, head over and see one of Litchfield's biggest waterfalls. It might be the longest single drop fall in Litchfield, but either way, it's still very worthwhile going to see. Wangi Falls is normally one of the most popular swimming holes in Litchfield. However, on the day we arrived, it was still closed due to crocs. They hadn't finished their croc clearing process. That was a bit unfortunate, but apart from being a great swimming hole, it's got great access. You can just about drive to the base of the falls. You've got a very short walk on a concrete pathway to get to the water's edge. And if you're staying overnight, the campground's close by, toilet, showers, all those sorts of things. And it's got the bonus of a nice cafe at the falls there as well, with good food and friendly staff. The next spot we visited was Green Ant Creek and Tjaetaba Falls. There's no swimming allowed below the falls at Tjaetaba, but bit of a hike, 1.5 kilometre hike up a moderate sort of a slope, gets you to the top of the falls, where you can you find a small sort of infinity type pool, edge pool, with overlooking the falls, or sort of looking out over the top of the falls. Great little spot, one of our favourites. It was a bit warm on the day we went up there, so you certainly feel the heat by the time you get up there, and you're definitely ready for a swim when you do get there. I'd advise you to take plenty of water and take your time, then get up there and enjoy it. The last waterhole we check out is more of a set of rapids with sort of small rock holes spread out along them that you can sort of just lounge around and cool off in. Buley Rockhole has its own car park, but if it's sort of full, you can sort of walk up from the Florence Falls campgrounds as well. The track down to the waterholes is pretty easy, but you do have to sort of scramble a little bit over a rock or two to get down into the actual waterholes, but that's fine. And it sort of can get a little bit busy there as well, but if you take the time to just walk up the creek a little bit, you'll probably find yourself a nice little hole to cool off in, and hopefully get it to yourself. All up, another great spot, and you could just do this one, or you could just do Florence Falls, or you could just do Wangi and still have a great time in Litchfield, but they're all pretty special and worth the time to get around to. If you've got a few days at Litchfield, it's pretty easy to get out and check a few of the things out in the surrounding areas as well. While we were there, we ducked over to the Humpty Doo Hotel for lunch and a drink, basically just to say we've been there. And then we've also sort of did the Termite Mound sort of walk. And on the way into the park, there's a zebra stone centre, which is worth a stop in and see some of the unique rocks and stuff that they have on display there, and hear their story. As we left Litchfield National Park, we had a little bit of time to spare before we checked into Darwin, so we were tossing up between Dundee Beach and Crabclaw Island, and we decided that Crabclaw Island would be more our style. It's a little less busy, little less visited, but probably due to the road going in there's not a nice easy run. You've got to go through a couple of washouts and a couple of little waterways. It is actually an island, but only at high tide sort of thing, and then even then I think you can probably still drive through it. It wouldn't be that deep. The place itself is pretty spectacular. It's beautiful sunsets. It's got a real sort of a tropical island type vibe to it. All the buildings are set up off the ground. The bar sort of, I don't think it's a thatched roof, but it's got that sort of feel to it. Sort of nice, low sort of roof, looking out across the bay, and you could easily spend, a week or so here. Staff were friendly, food was pretty good, the drinks were plentiful, and just a great place to relax for a few days as we were travelling through.